Well, progress was made. Trying to move the camera a little slower. Sometimes I get a little herky-jerky with it, and it even gives me a headache when I rewatch the video. So, as you can see, we put the box on the truck today. We're in the test fitting phase, I think you'd call it. We've taken the tailgate off. And you can see we've taken the fenders off. Now, would have liked to have him be able to save the fenders, but they were just so banged up and so rotten on the bottom on both corners where they weren't banged up that it would have taken a lot of work and they'd have been covered with Bondo. And that's not going to work very well here. So Jordan's decided to buy some new fenders. We'll put some new fenders on it. We'll take the box back off it once we get the body work right on it, and paint it same color as the cab for now. So you can see right here there is a line and a dent. I'm gonna have to take that and fix that. One little rust hole. There is a bolt hole there. The front one right here. This second one back here is a rust hole. I'll have to cut a piece out and weld it in, blend it in the metal. This back piece was right here was kind of boogered up, but we played with it a little bit and straightened it out quite a bit. It's going to need just a little bit more hammer and dolly to get it where we need to have it. And the place it was bent up the worst is behind where the fender is anyway. So we probably won't be putting any Bondo on that. But the back half where the yellow is, there was a couple small creases. They're very small. Actually, the lines look worse than what they actually are. So that should be able to be straightened up fairly easy. I don't think just a few more minutes on that side. There is on the other side, passenger side front of the box, the same identical panel. On the other side is in bad shape. Not rust-wise. It is all banged up where it looks like they ran into something with the corner of the trailer, because this was a trailer. It's been the trailer the last few years of its life. So the running boards here will be coming off on both sides. They just don't look right. I do have a set of long running boards, but they're for an F1, not an F2 or an F5. Those are F5 running boards, short running boards for like a dump truck or a hay truck, or in this case, an apple orchard truck. So that is an F5 cab. This is an F2 or F3 box sitting on a 83 chassis, Ford, 3/4 ton. So let me just show you right here what I mean. So this cab is going to go, the box is going to go forward just a little bit more. I need to take, here's the original mount is right, cross piece is right here. You can see it's kind of, and it's in pretty good shape, other than it's got, that wrinkly rust look on it, because that's just the way it looks, the year truck it is. Okay, so behind it they had put another one, a C channel, heavy one, and he had hung his mud flaps off that. On the other end we had already cut this off here and here, the brackets. So we're going to take this piece out and snip it off with the plasma cutter, and that'll allow us to move the box about 3/4 of an inch more forward, and that will get the fenders right about where we need to have it for the center of the fender to the tire to make it look right. It's real close right now. It could stay the way it is, but I think we need to go 3/4 of an inch just to try it, see if it looks better. We also went through this morning, we nipped off all the old rivets, rivet, and put some bolts in there. We'll replace those with carriage bolts down the road. But it stiffened it up really nicely. So it stiffened it up enough where it was able to lift it with a hoist. Hoist is handy to have sometimes. And pick this off. The tailgate is got a little bow in it, and we'll work on that sometime this week or so, getting that ready. So the next step is they need to go get the motor. We've got the transmission. The transfer case is already in here, and set the motor in. Build some motor mounts for it. Figure out what we're going to do for a radiator. And we're going to use a 5-speed out of a Ford. So I think that's where we are. It is going to, as you can see in the back window, there's a couple pipes there. They used to be on the F350, the flat rack, the one that's in the other room with the sander on it. And the pipes are going to go back on this truck. So with that Cummings, I guess you'll want it to beller a little bit. What else are we going to do? So these are the wheels. He's going to sand them down, take the chrome off them. They're in poor shape, but they're in good shape physically, poor shape cosmetically. So he's going to take those apart. We're going to paint them, or he's going to sand them down, get them painted, I believe satin, black, and these beefies are going on it. So there's a lot coming up on this truck, so stay tuned, watch the videos on this build. And again, thanks for subscribing, love the comments, hit that like button, and that tells everybody that we're good to watch. So appreciate everybody, and we'll bring another video soon.